Hi, it's Don Southerton. Welcome back to your weekly episode of Everything Korea. This week's topic is market entry best practices. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm a strong advocate of Korean global business. I see great opportunities and passion about seeing Korean brands succeed overseas, as well as international brands thrive in Korea. However, as I've shared in a previous Branding in Asia article, which there's a link for here, as well as in vodcasts, my experience is that companies, Korea and global, indeed need to recognize there's considerable upfront investment required to enter a market outside their home country. In the following commentary, I would like to share what I see and have experienced as best practices. So first, step one, do your homework. Invest time and resources in discovery of the local market. Seek out an expert, knowledgeable, both in the local market and the business sector to perform an objective, detailed, competitive analysis. Now, this report should identify the strengths and weaknesses of the competition within the market, strategies that you will provide that give you a distinct advantage, the barriers that may prevent you from entering the market, and weaknesses in the competition that can be exploited. These are all vital. Frankly, too often we see a company just scratch the surface. In some cases, this is to control the initial investment costs by assigning in-house teams to work remotely, searching and doing research by Google. In other cases, the staff at the headquarters dispatches a team to do some field work, attend trade shows, pick up a bunch of business cards, perhaps arrange to visit a few potential partners. But this all falls short of a legitimate competitive analysis. Step two, get in front of the right people. For highly recognized U.S. or global brands, there's less of a barrier in setting up meetings because the product or service name recognition does open doors. I've found that this recognition at least generates enough interest for a potential partner to want to learn more. Now, for Korean brands entering an overseas market, there's considerably more effort needed to establish upfront credibility. I should point out that there's a cost that comes with arranging introductions. And again, this is very important. This process is very time consuming. I know because I'm dealing with it continually, for both an international brand or for Korean market entry. So in other words, going internationally for Korean brands going out the other direction. Additionally, anyone with the skill set, the savvy, and the reputation to make the right introductions, especially with decision makers, they cannot be expected to do this for a favor. Top consultants with a proven track record also do not work contingent on a potential partner and a company signing a contract. Number 3, share your brand, product, and service like on a first date. Although best done in person, I recognize introductions and first contacts today are often virtual. That said, any content presented at this stage should be very high quality and well localized. Far too often, and I see it all the time, I see repurposed PDFs and PowerPoints presentations that are not unique, but we need to make sure that it becomes a unique, custom-tailored content for the prospective partner. Then make sure that grammar, spelling, and punctuation are double-checked by a native speaker. And the pages are then free from format glitches. So going between countries, between computers, there are sometimes some format issues. You got to make sure it's all perfect, fonts and everything. Step 4, share the vision. During the screening and selection process, global companies will select the top candidate among potential partners based on a number of criteria, foremost being the partner's solid vision and business plan in the market. They will ask if the local partner has performed a detailed, comprehensive, and competitive analysis, like I mentioned in step 1. They will then ask for a go-to-market plan, business plan. as a best practice, the business plan needs to be a dedicated, highly detailed report, and not just a 3 or 4 page overview. As with the PDFs and PowerPoints that I shared, making an introduction, the plan needs to be free of glitches, poor grammar, spelling errors. The documents need to be presented attractive as a solid business opportunity. Now, all said, these 4 steps are best practices. They can lead to a successful memorandum of understanding and then agreement. This requires time, resources, and commitment, and upfront costs, and the many steps that in many of these times these are counter to past and current practices in Korea that traditionally have tried to get by with less investment and time. Now, frankly, global business comes with challenges and risks. These efforts require embracing a new model and taking bold action by committing resources to a project that takes them that may take you into uncharted waters, even when you might feel that a more practical approach is to tackle each stage as it unfolds. So, these are my 4 best practices. If you have more questions, please feel free to reach out to us. There's links in here that will allow you to sort of reach out to us. Until next time, this is Don Southerton wishing you all the best. Thank you.